Hello, everyone. Today, I'm very excited about our next interview from the ToolSense Interview Series workshop talks. I'm Jennifer, and I'm responsible for the communication at ToolSense. Now, our guest today is Sulman Rafiq, Cleaning Products Manager at ISS Facility Services Australia and New Zealand. And then, like always, I would like to introduce Alexander Manafi, CEO and co-founder of ToolSense. Mr. Rafiq, perhaps you could tell us a few sentences about yourself and ISS. Where are you based? How many employees do you have? What solutions do you provide?
Jennifer, thank you for inviting me today. It's my pleasure to join you. My name is Sulman. I'm a cleaning product manager based in Melbourne, in Australia. As my role of cleaning product manager is my responsibility to base a global, regional, and local best practices and the innovation across that businesses and industries, and bring those share and bring this knowledge and that experience through to the local levels and the site levels as well. As a ISS, you guys know, is a global company, is managed almost over the 30 plus countries across the world, 400,000 employees worldwide, including 1,400 plus staff in Australia and New Zealand. We offer the wide range of services, including cleaning, technical services, hard FM, soft FM services, and also the facility management, which covers up the security, aviations, and broader services across that in Australia businesses.
Thank you very much. So we already come to our first question. Mr. Rafiq, how did you first get in touch with ToolSense?
As I mentioned, IS is a global company, and I work closely with our global team, which is based in Denmark office, in our head office. And ISS Austria has done some of the demonstrations. I'll work with Alex, where they utilize that services in the Austria and see the what's that possibilities and that best practices of managing the assets and the tools. And that's how I get the information from a global team about the product and the ToolSense. So we was looking for something which can give us the proof of evidence and that the tracking of the assets, and that was one thing we stand out in the presentation and said, yeah, I want to really bring up to that Australia business and want to deploy that ToolSense to our accounts.
Thank you. Very interesting. And how did you work in asset management and safety checks prior to ToolSense? And what were the challenges?
Look, prior to ToolSense, the safety check and the related, it was all related to the manual inspection process. Is it cleaning industries? We have some sorts of online portals as well, but because of the large footprint across the different sites, different contract scenario, it was all managed different various tools across the different sites. And our biggest challenge was that response to the service provider. And if there is equipment is being breakdown is happened because of the cleaning tools, and it can be repair and maintenance or that preventive maintenance side of things, that was the biggest challenge to timely manner report to the service provider and get the machines in an up running condition on a timely manner. That was a few challenges for us.
Wow, thank you. And now you already mentioned some reasons, but why did you decide for a partnership with ToolSense? And where do you see the added value that ToolSense can bring to ISS?
ToolSense platform, when we have these presentations, and it shows me, and not to me, myself, and also the global business in that Austria, there's significant adding the value to the businesses and enabling the efficiencies of the asset, ensuring that optimal usage of the large equipment scenario. That was one standout when Alex was doing some of the demonstrations where we could see with their GPS tracking of the equipment, where is used, when is stopped, what was the speed of that equipment. And it was giving us a proof of evidence of service delivery scenario as well. Like we are doing some of that GPS tracker in our sweepers machine. And it's telling us, yes, that how many kilometers has been used for the equipment and which area is start, what's the end point was that. So that was quite impressive to give evidence to our client and the customer. Yes, that service has been delivered. Here is the proof of evidence.
Thank you. And maybe now taking a look to the future, what is your vision for the partnership between ISS and ToolSense?
We are eager to introduce the ToolSense across that ISS specific business and improve the asset management at our client side. This will certainly help to minimize that downtime, which is caused by that breakdown of the equipment, and also maximizing that usage of that. As you know, the cleaning industry is heavily used on the labor components, and also our tools and equipment need to be all the time in a working condition, so we can improve that services and we can deliver that as we promised to our customer that our services.
Thank you. And in what situations can ToolSense help you in your operations, and where do you save time and money?
Yes, is that we had this conversation with Alex about the money scenario. Our biggest challenge is preventive maintenance, and also that early reporting of unforeseen breakdown of that equipment is a crucial. As you know, the cleaning is a highly labor incentive industries, and with the ToolSense, we could see that the visibilities. It shows that how long the equipment is being used. It shows that ideal scenario as well as how many days we did not use the tools as well. That similarly, it's identify that last operator and the user who was used that equipment. If there was challenges come through to the operators, and also when worst case scenario, the machine is down or its breakdown is happened, and we send to our service partner, and if they are taking a more time because of that waiting for the parts or equipment scenario, at least we could be able to track how long the machine is down. When the first was notified to the service partner, how long is taking them to bring it back to the site, so we could be able to use it. When I could see is all these things about that productivity of that equipment, and also that delivering that the maximum services to as we promised to our customers. The ToolSense enhance the service delivery. It's reduce the equipment wear and tear process and utilize the delivery, the measurable that benefits. So the benefits is there in the productivity. So that's how I could see.
Thank you. Alex, would you like to add anything here?
So I think Sulman explained everything perfectly. I think what's very nice, and I just checked the numbers again before, right? Because what ISS Australia has been doing, which is really great, even before ToolSense, they were doing a lot of pre-checks for the equipment, right? So whenever the operator was using a scrubber or any kind of larger machine, I think once a day, right, they would check is everything in order, to prevent breakdowns, to make sure the machine is safe to use. So that's a very good process. The challenge was it was, done with manual ways, paper, etc. And I think what's very nice, it was very good use case. What we did, we digitized that whole process with the QR codes that are on the machines, right, where the operator can just scan it and then sees the right checklist for that machine and can just go through it, and everything is properly documented, no paper, very fast, efficient process, and full transparency. And I just checked that this feature is really heavily used by now, which of course is very nice and gives nice visibility for management, and it makes the life a bit easier for the staff on site because it's nicer to do it with the app, with the phone, rather than sheets of paper.
Great, thank you. So we have one more really interesting question. Where do you see the status quo of digitalization in the facility management industry, especially regarding digitization and fleet management and maintenance? And what do you think will change, within the next 10 years, maybe?
Yeah, this is a very interesting question, Jennifer. As you know, that industries are going towards to that digitalizations and AI innovations and that technologies more and more into the business. And the similar is IS's vision is also to improve on this sector and bringing up these tools to our businesses. ISS are working, are developing some sorts of that platforms internally, and also like building some of the partnership like ToolSense scenario to abridge our capacity, and where we could able to work and we can get some more benefits together. So ToolSense is certainly is our future. So we could able to see, and where we are work together, we can exceed the partnerships. And certainly the next decade is promised to our integrations and efficiency, sustainability, and also the approach to the facilities, to the fleet management systems as well. It's not only we want to work with that one step ahead, what is working already in the industries, and where ISS internal and external parties, we can work together and deliver the services to our promised customers.
It sounds really promising. Thank you. Yeah, then we already reached the end. Thank you very much for this exciting exchange. I was very pleased that you, Mr. Rafiq, were here today, and perhaps we will hear from each other again very soon.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time today, and thank you for inviting me.